Okay. First of all, let's talk about the future continuous. As we know from the graph that we have written already together, future continuous is composed of will, be, and then ing. What is the use of the future continuous? To describe a situation in progress, in a point of the future. For example, she'll be working, okay, as we said before, with the verb to work. This is will, she'll be working. Will, be, and then ing. And then we want to express that it is a progress in a point of the future. So we can say, for example, at 11 a.m. on Monday. Yeah, this will be an example. At 11 a.m. on Monday. So future continuous. Will be ing, will be ing. In progress in a point of the future. What is the point of the future? This one. 11 a.m. on Monday. A point in the future. And this is in progress. So far so good? Next. It will be 5 minutes. Alright, let's talk about another tense now. Not the future continuous, but the future perfect. Future perfect. What is the structure of the future perfect? It's will have plus, is it ing or past participle? Sorry? Yes, it is. Past participle. What does it express? It's used to describe changes that will be completed. Changes that will be completed before, this is the important part, before a particular time in the future. I'll give you an example for you to understand. In the future, let's say. For instance, okay, with finish. Give it to me with finish. She. Give it to me with the verb finish. Future perfect. She will have finished. Very good. She will have finished. She will have finished. And then I want to state that some changes that happen before a particular time in the future. So she will have finished the project. Let's say the project. She will have finished the project by April. By April. This by April means, in Spanish you would say para abril o para antes de abril. It would be just before April. Yeah, para antes de abril. So she will have finished the project by April. What do we have here? We have the structure, will have, and past participle. Then the change, yeah, the fact that she's going to finish the project, and then by April, before a particular time in the future. In this case, by April. You could say any other things. You could say by April, by March, by 2023. Yeah, this is the point, the particular time in the future. Before, using by. You could also say before. Yeah, before. But the best one for this tense is by, and then the point in time. That's the future perfect. So far so good? Let me erase that. Okay, next tense that I want to explain to you is the future perfect continuous. What is the grammatical structure for the future perfect continuous? It's will, have, been, and then ing or past participle? Ing. Very good. So what is the use of this? This is to focus on the time, I would say. Yeah? To focus on the time length. To focus on the time length. To focus on the time length. The time length of an earlier future process, I would say, of an earlier future process. Of an earlier future process. I'll give you an example so that you understand. Okay, give it to me with the verb to work. She, with the verb to work.
She will have been working.
Very good. One more time, a little bit slower. Dictate it to me.
She will have been working.
She will have been working. How would you say in Spanish? Habrá estado trabajando en el proyecto ya 10 horas para cuando llegues.
The project for
Okay, with this.
she will have been working in the project for
Very good. For, that is the preposition I was looking for.
10 hours.
For 10 hours. Para cuando tú llegues. What is the time? Okay. That is to indicate the time. This is the best preposition. Yeah. By, and then you can say any. Here you can say anything. By Monday, by tomorrow, by the evening. But in this case, Irene, by the time you arrive or you will arrive. Yeah. By the time you arrive. Very good. Very good. So what is the emphasis here? So focus on focus. What is the focus? On the length of time. What is the length of time? For 10 hours. It could be anything. For 10 hours, for 10 days, for 10 years, whatever. This is the focus. Focus on the time length. For 10 hours, for 20 hours, for 1 day, for 1 year, for 20 years. And then earlier future process, yeah? By the time you arrive, yeah? By the time you arrive. This is the other time reference, yeah? This is the other time reference. Para cuando llegues, para cuando esto, para cuando lo otro. By the time you arrive. But here, this is the focus, yeah? For 10 hours, time length. Future perfect continuous, emphasis on the time, on the duration, yeah? So far so good? What else do I have for you? Just a couple of things. What other future do we have? Okay. Have a look at this. She'll go to work if there is a mistake in this sentence. I want you to detect the mistake. There is a mistake in that sentence. Where is the mistake?
You cannot use will.
Explain that to your partners a little bit more slowly, Irene. Explain. Listen to Irene.
If it's a conditional, you can use will in the part of.
So there is one will here. There is one will here. One of them should be removed. This one should be removed. Why? Because here we have the marker of a conditional. Yeah? This is a conditional marker. Yeah? Conditional marker. Conditional marker. So after a conditional marker, you shouldn't use will. Will goes before the conditional marker. Other conditional markers, apart from if. Unless, when, while, perfect. Unless, when, while, unless, just place it here. Unless, but yeah, she'll go to work when you call her. She'll go to work while, well, here we should make another sentence. She'll be working while you are visiting. Is this correct? She'll be working while you are visiting. Is this correct? Does it sound good to you? Yes, it's correct. Is there any will here? Can you see any will? No, there's no will, so it's okay. So the mistake would be while you will, yeah, while you will visit. Is it correct? No, it isn't. Why? Because after a conditional marker, you can never use will. So instead of will, what can we use? We can use present simple, you call her, or in this case, you can use present continuous while you are visiting. Yeah, as long as you don't use will, you can use present simple or present continuous after conditional markers. If, when, while, unless. After them, never use will. So far, so good? However, here it's alright to use will. Yeah? She will go to work. She will be working. Will and will. Can you think of a substitute for will? Can we substitute will for any other word and it would be okay? Could? Is that a good substitute? Let me see. She could go to work if you called her. She could be working while you are visiting. Does it sound good to you? It sounds perfectly okay to me. Any other substitute for will? Must. She must be working while you're visiting. She must go to work. Not bad. Not bad. I accept it. Any other? She can be, yeah. Could, can, yeah. Any other substitute? Might. Modal verbs, very good. A synonym for might? May. So, another thing that I want you to learn. Will can be substituted by modals. Modals such as could, can, might, or may. And what is the change in meaning? What is the change in meaning between she will go to work if you call her, she could go to work if you call her? Both of them are correct, but is the meaning the same? No, it isn't. What is the difference?
Percentage of who you are.
Uh-huh. So what do these modal verbs express when you put them here? Probability. To express possibility. So, can will be substituted by these modal verbs? Yes, it can. What is the implication of that? To express possibility. Just one more piece of explanation before I finish. May I? Yeah, it's quite clear, isn't it? Okay, some very, very, very useful expressions that I want you to learn. Have you seen the movie from Almodóvar, Mujeres al borde de un ataque de nervios? Do you know the movie? How would you say the title in English? Women?
On the brink?
Actually, on the verge. Yeah, on the verge of a nervous breakdown. Breakdown. Women on the verge of a nervous breakdown. So I want to teach you the expression. To be on the verge. This is to express very near future. To be on the verge of doing something. And the other one is, what did you say before? Just a second ago. To be on the brink. Yeah, to be on the brink of doing optional something. So women on the brink. You could say pandas. Pandas. Los pandas están al borde de la extinción. Pandas are on the brink of. Yeah? On the brink of extinction. So on the brink of, on the verge of, very near future, potentially near. So far so good? And then the last expression, I promise, this one is the last. To be on the verge, to be on the brink. And then the last expression that I want you to learn for today is to be due to. To be due to be set to. It's a triple one. And to be about to. That is what you said before, Uncle, I think. To be about to. All these need an infinitive. About to do. Yeah, about to do something. So, ella está a punto de comenzar. She is about to start. Yeah, you could say she's set to start or she's due to start. To be due to do something is that something is going to happen. Yeah, something is destined. Yeah, to happen. Ella se supone que ella tiene la obligación de empezar a trabajar. She is due to start. Yeah, start working. This is the end of the grammatical explanation for today. Any questions? Okay, so I would ask you for, I'm going to give you homework. I'll just write it down.